John Resnikoff is a collector and dealer of rare presidential documents and artifacts. John is also, if you will, the keeper of an exclusive private treasury of relics that, one way or another, played integral parts in our presidents' lives and times. Whether by simple circumstance or fate, these often common items crossed paths with history and became a part of history themselves. And through their well-documented association and use, have become forever woven into the fabric of American culture. University Archives is proud to bring these vestiges of living presidential history out of the past and into the news.
So Westport man says he didn't mind paying 7 times the Blue Book value for a vehicle once owned by President Obama. News 12 Connecticut's Frank Recchia has the story from the Classic Car Gallery in Southport, where the Jeep is now stored.
Motor vehicle records show that when President Obama was a humble Illinois state senator, this is the vehicle he bought to get around in. John Resnikoff of Westport is a self-described treasure hunter who bought the 2000 Jeep Grand Cherokee at an online auction 1 week ago.
The president, every day, he opened this door, hopped inside.
It just reeks of history and speaks of history.
The first new car that I ever bought was a Grand Cherokee. And I still remember walking into that showroom and driving out with that new car. I had that new car smell, and everything worked. Everything was electronic, and I'd had to roll up my windows up until that point. So I've got some good memories of that car.
And went about a career in politics that would lead him to the White House 8 years later, making this a very limited edition.
You can probably calculate the hundreds, if not thousands, of hours that he spent in this very vehicle.
Despite a Kelley Blue Book value of only $3,500, and despite the 133,000 miles on the odometer, Resnikoff paid $26,000 for the vehicle.
It's certainly one of the funnest vehicles or funnest items that I've ever had the pleasure to own.
Despite being a little bit rusty, Resnikoff says the vehicle's O-rings are in perfect shape. The biggest question on everybody's mind, does it steer to the left?
I haven't found that yet, but I haven't driven it enough to really tell you.
What he can say for sure is that he's learned a lesson.
You know, you could drive a Jeep and then one day become president of the United States.
And Resnikoff says his company has relics from every American president, including a Lincoln Continental President Kennedy drove in the day he was assassinated. In the newsroom, Frank Recchia, News 12 Connecticut.
Keep an eye out as news of this historic and evolving collection continues to capture the attention of media outlets worldwide. University Archives, the world's leading buyer of documents and relics relating to famous people or noteworthy events in history, bringing history from out of the past and into the news.